In the heart of Inglewood, California, on April 23, 2016, the air crackled with anticipation inside the Forum, a storied arena pulsating with the energy of thousands of boxing fans. The crowd's roar swelled like a tidal wave as two warriors, prepared to clash in a middleweight showdown that promised fireworks. GENNADY GOLOVKIN, the Kazakh juggernaut known as Triple G, stood ready to defend his WBA, IBF, and WBC interim titles against DOMINIC Wade, an undefeated American challenger hungry to etch his name into boxing lore. This was no ordinary fight. It was a collision of relentless power against untested ambition, captured in pristine 60 FPS high definition. Every bead of sweat and ripple of muscle immortalized for the ages. Golovkin, hailing from Karaganda, Kazakhstan, carried an aura of inevitability into the ring. His record spoke louder than any pre-fight hype: 30 for fights, 30 for wins, 31 by knockout. His fists were a symphony of destruction, blending surgical precision with sledgehammer force. Opponents didn't just lose to Triple G, they crumbled under his relentless pressure, their wills eroded by body shots that felt like cannon fire and uppercuts that turned legs to jelly. He was a throwback fighter, a man who fought with the stoic intensity of a bygone era. Yet his style captivated modern audiences. His signature grin, flashed during weigh-ins, belied a ferocity that left a trail of broken dreams in his wake. Across the ring stood DOMINIC Wade, a 26-year-old from Largo, Maryland, with a record of 18 wins, no losses, and 12 knockouts. Wade was no slouch. His amateur pedigree included a National Golden Gloves title, and his professional career showed flashes of brilliance. Tall for a middleweight, with a lanky frame and quick hands, he brought speed and heart to the table. But heart alone wouldn't be enough against a man like Golovkin, whose reputation as a knockout artist cast a long shadow. Wade's game plan was clear: use his jab, keep distance, and avoid the meat grinder of Triple G's close-range assault. The question wasn't whether Wade could compete, it was whether he could survive. As the fighters made their ring walks, the atmosphere was electric. Golovkin, draped in a simple black robe, moved with the calm of a predator stalking prey. His eyes, sharp and unyielding, scanned the crowd, but his focus was singular. Wade, in contrast, bounced lightly on his feet, his red and white trunks gleaming under the lights. His expression was one of determination, a young lion eager to topple the king. The crowd buzzed with contrasting chants. Kazakh flags waved proudly alongside American ones, a testament to the global appeal of the sport. The bell for round one rang, and the dance began. Golovkin wasted no time, cutting off the ring with methodical footwork. His stance was compact, shoulders squared, ready to unleash hell. Wade, true to his plan, flicked out jabs, aiming to disrupt Golovkin's rhythm. The American's hands were quick, his feet nimble, but every step he took was shadowed by Triple G's relentless advance. Within the first minute, Golovkin landed a stiff jab of his own, testing Wade's chin. The crowd roared as the Kazakh followed with a left hook to the body, a shot that echoed through the arena like a thunderclap. Wade absorbed it, firing back with a combination, but his punches lacked the venom to deter Golovkin's march. The opening round set the tone. Golovkin was a storm, steady and unyielding, while Wade was a flickering flame, bright but vulnerable. The Kazakh's pressure was suffocating, his ability to close distance a masterclass in ring generalship. Wade's jabs landed occasionally, but they were like pebbles tossed into a raging river, swallowed without effect. As the round ended, Golovkin's corner was calm, his trainer Abel Sanchez nodding approvingly. Wade's corner, meanwhile, urged their fighter to move more, to avoid standing still against a man who thrived on planting his feet and unloading. Round 2 began with a shift in intensity. Golovkin, sensing Wade's discomfort, turned up the heat. He stalked forward, feinting with his jab before ripping a vicious right hand to Wade's ribcage. The American winced, his guard dropping slightly, and Golovkin pounced. A left hook grazed Wade's temple, sending a ripple through the crowd. Wade tried to counter, swinging a desperate right hand, but Golovkin's chin, forged in the fires of countless sparring wars, absorbed it without flinching. The Kazakh's eyes gleamed. He was in his element, a hunter closing in on wounded prey. Midway through the round, the moment arrived. Golovkin cornered Wade against the ropes, his footwork cutting off any escape. A brutal left to the body forced Wade to lower his guard, and Triple G unleashed a picture-perfect overhand right. The punch landed with a sickening thud, Wade's knees buckling as he staggered backward. The crowd erupted, sensing the end. Golovkin, never one to let an opportunity slip, stepped in with a devastating uppercut. The blow caught Wade flush on the chin, his body crumpling to the canvas like a marionette with cut strings. The referee dove in, arms waving, as the arena exploded in cheers. It was over 2 minutes and 37 seconds into round 2. Gennady Golovkin had done it again. The aftermath was a study in contrasts. Golovkin raised his gloves, his expression serene yet triumphant, as if the knockout was merely another day at the office. Wade, dazed but resilient, rose to his feet, his corner rushing to his side. The young challenger had dared to dream, but Golovkin's reality was unforgiving. The official result flashed across the screens. Gennady Golovkin def. Dominic Wade via knockout. Round 2. Triple G's record moved to 35-0, with 30 knockouts. His reign as middleweight king unchallenged. As the crowd chanted GGG, GGG, Golovkin took the microphone.